Laura drops by Nina's place to see Ava. She's worried about Nicholas and asks what Victor has on her son. Ava thinks about Esmond going over the parapet, but claims to Laura that she can't help and has realized Nicholas hasn't been honest with her about everything. Laura thought their relationship would make him a better man. Ava admits she thought the same. Ava thanks Laura for always supporting her in this marriage and sobs that she feels like such a failure. Laura knows divorce feels like death. Ava is mad as hell at Nicholas, so Laura wonders what she'll do about it. At the hospital, Esmond wakes up in her room shocked and confused as to where she is. Dant asks where she has been for the last 6 months. When he asks, "Do you want me to repeat the question, Miss Prince?" she responds, "Why do you keep calling me that?" In the waiting area, Spencer takes a moment alone with his dad. They step aside, and Trina tells Liz that it seemed tense. In a hall, Spencer asks Nicholas if Esmond is carrying his kid. Nicholas tells him to keep his voice down. Spencer shouts when Esmond wakes up she will blow him out of the water. Later, TJ arrives to check on Esmond, and Liz drags Nicholas off to talk. Spencer rejoins Trina and thinks their plan worked and they lured the hook out. Trina isn't so sure. She can't see Esmond out there attacking people when she's that pregnant. Liz tells Nicholas they are in trouble, and that perhaps she should call Scott. Nicholas excuses himself to make a call of his own. Back in Esmond's room, TJ checks over Esmond and orders a fetal heart monitor. She's baffled by the order and then stunned to see she's pregnant. TJ calms her down and asks what her name is, but Esmond doesn't know. Dant exits the room and tells Spencer, Liz, and Trina that Esmond claims she remembers nothing. Back at Nina's, Nicholas calls Ava to let her know Esmond has been brought to the hospital, and they need to get their stories straight. Ava says she'll be right there, and then tells Laura that Esmond has been found. Back at the hospital, Spencer thinks this is another one of Esmond's tricks, and Nicholas also thinks she's playing an angle. Meanwhile, TJ checks on Esmond, who cries she's scared. Ava arrives and learns from Trina that Esmond is claiming she remembers nothing. Trina questions why Ava bothered to come if she doesn't think Esmond isn't the hook. Meanwhile, Liz tells Nicholas it's possible Esmond really has amnesia because if she told the truth about what they did it would get her off as being the hook. The truth would give her an alibi. Laura appears and asks, "What is this about an alibi?" Across town, Scott finds Cam still working at Kelly's and asks why he isn't with Joss. Cam texts Joss and brings Scott the last brownie available. Scott decides to wait for Albrecht to come and share it with him as he texted her to come join him.